One of the more fascinating areas in economics is the study of markets. And all of us as human beings either buy or sell goods, or maybe do both these things. And so we are economic agents. Now, when we buy stuff, we want to pay the lowest possible price. And when we sell anything, we want to get the highest possible price. And all of us tell us if you want to make money, you buy low and sell high. And the difference gives you profits. Now look at the following. One of the major things for us or major investments that we make is in the housing. All of us either own or would like to own a house, at least one. And if you look at the US in the last 10 to 12 years, for example in 2006, suppose a house sold for $1 million. By 2008, the same house was selling for $500,000. The price had fallen. So if you wanted to sell, you would have sold at this price, $1 million. But if you had to buy, you would prefer to buy at $500,000. And what is the situation today? Maybe the price has reached about $7.75 million. So one thing we should remember is prices are not stable most of the times. They can fall or rise without much notice. The same thing you can see in terms of gas prices. We like to fill our cars or vehicles with gas, and again the prices could range from anywhere from $2 to $5 in the US. Again, one of my favorite ones is the gold market or the stock market. Again, the prices are not very stable. Now, if we had to look at the gold market, look at the current price. It's a little over $1,300, say in 2013, and say in 2011 the price of gold was about $1,900. What was the price of gold in say 2000? About $350. Now again the same thing, you should buy at a low price and sell at a high price. So this is really a fascinating area as to where or how prices are determined and how and why do they change. The same thing applies, which is a byproduct of prices, is quantity traded. When what is quantity traded? It is quantity bought and sold. So an interesting question would be, how are prices determined and how and why do they change? If we get a hang of this, we'll be in a better position to figure out when to buy and when to sell. And the same question applies to the byproduct, which is quantity traded. That is, how and why do they change and how they are determined. So the first thing to understand as far as the study of markets goes is, how do we define market? Now, market is the context in which economic agents interact with a view to exchange good or service, or goods or and services. Now, in this definition, market is the context in which people like you and me interact with one another. Now, in earlier times, 200 or 300 years back, we required physical proximity between buyers and sellers. Now we don't. Why? Because of technology. So if I want to buy some stocks in Hong Kong, I just have to go online and place an order and I can buy those stocks. If I want to buy real estate, same thing, provided I have the money. So this is just a context, and that means right now it is not essential that we have physical proximity between buyers and sellers. And what is the purpose of the interaction? It is to exchange goods and services. So in a market, what you will have are buyer or buyers and seller or sellers. And whatever they exchange, sellers sell goods, buyers buy goods, and whenever this exchange takes place, this is where we have the marketplace. So I hope you find this basic introduction easy to understand, and feel free to write to me any questions.